Call of Duty has a big problem right now, and it could affect your account. And the worst part is, you probably don't even know what it is. And this problem is way worse than the alleged skill-based damage, giving players nightmares about hit markers. And you're probably thinking, what issue can be so bad? So let me give you an example of really what's happening. I'd recently begun playing Black Ops 6, and began to notice that there was a lot of cheaters in every single lobby I've been playing, which was kind of odd. Because I knew every game has cheaters, but this one seemed a little bit different to me. And the reason why it seemed different was because it wasn't just here and there, it was every single match. And I also began to notice that matches were taking incredibly long times to find. Then came the moment I was fully sure something was wrong. And this was because every single player was cheating, and one of them asked me, why am I here? Which made it sound like I wasn't supposed to be there. Yeah, I don't know how people are spin botting this shit so easily. I didn't even do anything. I'm just stuck here. And it was at that very moment when he said, yeah, you aren't supposed to be here, made me think, am I truly in a place that I'm not meant to be at? So right after he said that, I began to look it up for about an hour or so. Then I found out my account has been shadow banned. If you're lucky enough to not know what shadow banning is, it's pretty much when you get reported too many times or you do a little bit too well in too many matches. So they pretty much put a limited matchmaking on your account, which only allows you to matchmake with other players that have that same exact status. Now, back then, this wasn't that big of a problem because it could not be applied towards console players and it was only for PC players. Now, that's still pretty bad, but it only happened to people who were playing very, very suspiciously. But now, this can be applied towards anybody, even to somebody that isn't even that good at the game. Here's a comment left under that Reddit post I showed from earlier about someone who got shadow banned. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but to sum it up, they're a dad who played Call of Duty for a few hours a night and was shadow banned because he performed well in one match, he stated. He also says that he was an average to below average player with around a 1.0 KD. And if you don't know what that means, it's pretty much every life he has in the game, he only gets around 1 kill. And because of that one match he performed well in, he now has to suffer playing with cheaters for a whole entire week or even longer. And I also forgot to mention, once you're shadow banned and then you get unbanned, it can happen again an infinite amount of times. And with this information we know now, that means you can be on console, be bad at the game, and barely even play, and you can still be shadow banned where you have to spend at least a week or longer without even being a cheater yourself. Here's another comment on the Reddit post that says that he's had his account completely wiped. Now, I can't confirm if this is true or not, although with the other experiences other people have been saying they've had, I wouldn't doubt if this was true. They also do mention that they reached out to support and they blocked them from contacting them after he attempted to reach out. Also remember, this may not be true, so you don't have to worry about your account getting everything erased. So if you don't think this is that big of an issue, let me go into a little bit further details to explain why this is a giant issue. Right now, Call of Duty has a feature where you can report a player on your friends list, or you can report a player in match. There's also an additional feature which allows you to report a player based off of the play of the game. Now, which seems all pretty normal because reporting players is just a part of gaming for people who cheat or abuse any type of system. Now, this causes an extra issue though, allowing people to mass report somebody else. Now, to people who used to play games a long time ago, you may remember someone screaming at an Xbox mic saying, I'm gonna get all my friends to report you, and there actually was a slight chance back then you did get banned temporarily, which was an issue back in 2008, and it's crazy now that in 2024, we're having an issue like this with a billion-dollar company. Now, you can't just get a lot of your friends just to report one player and they magically get shadow banned, but it does aid in the process of a player getting shadow banned. So the way I personally got shadow banned was I was playing in a match on Warhead and I got 3 wall bangs on a play of the game, and they were all incredibly lucky. And what happened after that was I began to notice I was getting cheater after cheater after cheater in all of my matches. Also, if you've been shadow banned, leave a comment down below telling me how you got shadow banned and how long you were banned for, because I genuinely want to know how big of an issue this really is. Also, if you made it this far, please leave a like and subscribe because it does help me on my ongoing journey as a YouTuber, which will allow me to continuously make content for you and will also support me. Anyways, I'd also like to mention that I have no hate for Call of Duty. I've always been a huge fan of all the Call of Duty franchise, all the way going back from Call of Duty Black Ops 1, which is the first COD I played, so I don't want this video to seem like hate towards Call of Duty. All I want personally is for Call of Duty to recognize this issue that they have within their system and to create a fix so everybody can enjoy the game without having stuck to play with cheaters. Because in my mind, creating a system where a player is flagged as someone who's a possible cheater and putting them with other people who are cheating just really isn't fair to that one person because they can't do anything for 7 or more days. And someone like me who generally plays games a lot, it becomes very boring because I can't join any of my friends due to this. And because this game is really popular right now, none of my friends really want to play with me at this time. Anyways, thanks for watching, and until next time, guys. See ya.